The Region 5 RDC held a sensitization program for councillors within the various NDCs last Friday. More details from Sasha Ramsaran.
The Region 5 Regional Democratic Council on Friday last held a sensitization program for councillors attached to all NDCs in the region. The program was held with the aim of building more effective local governance, informing councillors of works being done in the region, and highlighting what they can do to further enhance the region. The event was held at the Lachman Singh Annex, Bushlot Village, West Coast, Berbice, and saw the attendance of the Regional Chairman, Mr. Vicchand Ramphal, and Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Communities, Mr. Emil Magarel, among others. Regional Executive Officer Mr. Ovid Morrison, in his remarks to those gathered, said,
"My Deputy Regional Executive Officer went to pains to put this program in place so that knowledge can be shared, so that we can have a more effective operation and management of our different cells in the region. I learned a lot of persons who are decision makers in their respective communities fail to attend. As Regional Executive Officer, that's your right. My right is to execute the plan of this nation in an effective manner. And if you don't seek to have knowledge and you err, I am going to put you aside and run the show for the community, because you are not going to cause the community to fail to get proper service. I am dealing with political interference. That is what I'm dealing with. If you have a different political view, when the people elect you, even though you might win from the other side, you have a responsibility shamelessly to execute your responsibility in the collective interest of the people.
Regional Engineer Mr. Dan Paul Suka was also at the event and responded to a question that was raised by a resident.
In terms of when these rice farmers cutting their rice, they got to come out with a jickyard, to recall it, and empty the rice in the truck on the road where traffic hazard, etc. Would you recommend that you can get an extra mile like the 200 so that they can do all what they got to do there? So when they drive out, there's no problem.
Region 5 is a very peculiar region when it comes to the ownership of state land and government land. Now, the MMA controls majority of these agricultural roads that you're speaking of, and of these agricultural backlands just beyond the NDC's control. Because the NDC, I think, would have up to the line, in some cases maybe up to 300, in some cases a bit farther. Now, what we try to do, there are dams that are designated as farm-to-market access dams or roads. Now, those dams, you would find that MMA would play their part at harvesting time to send a grader or something to get those dams leveled and graded and so on.
Deputy Regional Executive Officer Mr. Govind Singh, in his remarks, lauded the work of the REO Mr. Morrison, who he noted is making positive strides towards the enhancement of the region.
Improve the service delivery to the people of this region, and also to improve the quality of service also. I can tell you, as the chairman of the regional tender board with the REO, so far he has taken a lot of steps to correct substandard works in this region, and he's very, very serious about that.
It is the hope of the RDC that councillors are now on par with works that have been executed within the region and those which are yet to be completed, as well as their role in enhancing the region. Sasha Ramsaran reporting for Channel 8 News.